Chapter 8. The Legend Grows. The line in front of the Chinese Theater in Hollywood went around the corner. It was 7:30 in the evening, and Enter the Dragon was scheduled to start in half an hour. But the line wasn't for that show. It was for the 10 o'clock show. The 8 p.m. screening already was sold out, and people were waiting in line 2.5 hours early for the next one. Enter the Dragon was billed as the first American-produced martial arts spectacular. It opened in Hollywood on August 24th, 1973, just 5 weeks after Bruce died. Not all the critics loved it, but the public sure did. It seemed like everyone wanted to see it. A movie that cost less than $1 million to make went on to make more than $200 million, making it one of the greatest financial blockbusters of all time. In Enter the Dragon, Bruce plays a Shaolin monk named Lee, who is invited to compete in a martial arts tournament held on the remote island of the mysterious and evil Han. Han is a disgraced former Shaolin student who is now running an empire of crime. He is well protected by the martial arts talent that he has recruited over the years during his tournaments, and his left hand is an iron weapon. But he is no match for Lee, who eventually frees the prisoners on the island, and in one of the movie's most famous scenes, killed Han with one of his own swords in a room of mirrored walls. Bruce had become an action movie legend by the time Enter the Dragon was in theaters. But that doesn't explain why, 4 decades after his death, he is more popular than ever. There are dozens of websites devoted to him, and Bruce Lee conventions have been held around the world. He is so popular that in 2012, the San Francisco Giants baseball team held a Bruce Lee tribute night. After all, the city was Lee's birthplace. Linda Lee threw out the first pitch, and Shannon Lee sang the national anthem. Bruce made a lasting impact on the martial arts by bringing Kung Fu to Westerners and by developing Jeet Kune Do. His reach still extends to popular culture. In action films, many martial arts stars have tried to follow in Bruce's footsteps. In comic books, characters practice Jeet Kune Do. In video games, several characters are patterned after Bruce. In the rapidly growing sport of mixed martial arts, MMA, Bruce's influence is so strong that some people call him the father of MMA. That includes Ultimate Fighting Championship President Dana White. He talks about the way Bruce believed you take the good things from every different discipline, use what works, and you throw away the rest. Shannon Lee, Bruce's daughter, says Jeet Kune Do was not the same as MMA, but that it's fair to call Bruce the father of MMA because he was the first to teach that a complete fighter has to be free of styles. Athletes, entertainers, and people in all walks of life credit Lee with having a profound influence on their lives. Bruce brought together the cultures of the United States and China. He taught centuries-old martial arts techniques to Westerners, and he brought modern movie-making techniques to Easterners. Under the sky, under the heavens, there is but one family, he once said. It just so happens that people are different. Bruce is credited with creating an entirely new film genre. He was arguably the greatest martial artist in history. He was a philosopher, a teacher, and an actor. He even wrote poetry. And he did all this while living only 32 short years. He lived every day as a day of discovery, his wife Linda said at his funeral in Seattle. His 32 years were full of living. He believed that man struggles to find a life outside himself, not realizing that the life he seeks is within him. Jackie Chan. Perhaps the most successful martial artist on screen since Bruce Lee is Jackie Chan. He was born in Hong Kong in 1954. When he was 17, he worked as a stuntman on Fist of Fury. Later, he worked on Enter the Dragon, too. After appearing in many movies in Hong Kong, Chan moved to Hollywood and became a big star in the United States. He has appeared in more than 100 movies in his career. Many of them have been big hits at the box office, including the popular Rush Hour series. Chan credits Bruce Lee with being a big influence on his career. But while many martial arts stars tried to copy Bruce, Chan became famous by doing things a little differently. He does not have as much formal training in the martial arts, and he is known for his comedy in his movies. "I never wanted to be the next Bruce Lee," he once said. "I just wanted to be the first Jackie Chan."